gotta step away for a little bit. Why don't you guys, when Ismail and me get here, go ahead and start without me. I'll be listening.
Real quick, can I push the build? It's ready.
Yes.
Okay. Pushing the build. 95's going out.
Yep. Cool. Okay. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. Real quick, Ismail. Is he here? No, Ismail. Okay. Jerry, there are no backend considerations to make, right? Like I can push 95 on Android and leave 92 on iOS, and everything's going to be fine,
So
right?
this is just a hotfix for the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're good.
All right. Okay, that's done.
JD, did we
Yep.
post time changes, local time changes?
It's in QA. Have you tested it?
Yes, yeah, it is working.
Okay, yeah, we could push that then. Yeah, this isn't needed for the build though, Danny.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. We're missing a few people, but Ahmet.
Yes, then. So first thing today, I committed the code for TMDB API. Then TMDB version 4 changes. So it's on GitHub. And then after I was going through the Sentry issue. So JD, let me share my screen.
Yep.
Oh, there is one Sentry. So this one cannot read properties of undefined reading profile key. I checked this issue and it was due to user block a user. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. I will play it. I will show you. See here what is happening now. There he go to this profile. It's not loading there. It's was due to the. So like, can we not show this blocked user in their list itself? It's like they click.
Yeah. Send me the session replay. We can update the query to remove it.
Hmm. And I was checking a couple of other sentences also. So it was looking like when I'm checking it, it's working fine. So like false alarm it is there.
Was that?
That's the other sentry. So I checked now, it was like a false alarm there. So I'm not able to reproduce that issue.
Got it.
Another issue. So Danny, can you please assign me other task also? So these things are only currently I have. So this TMDB API I completed. Sentry is regularly checking and notification. If there will be any new notification, can you please ping me?
Yeah. Jerry, do you have anything else for Ahmet?
No, not exactly.
Could he build in that little function for us to be able to select between iOS and Android if we're sending out a push?
No, I'm actually in the middle of that right now.
Okay. All right, let's go to you then, Jerry.
Yeah, kind of leading off of that. Yeah, I'm working on the issues that, like I said, the request to filter on iOS and Android. I thought OneSignal had a field in their API that allowed you to do this easily, and I thought it was going to be an easy task, but that's not the case. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to start logging it to the user table, whether they're on an Android or iOS device. So I'll figure out how to do that in an efficient manner here.
Okay.
I did I said yesterday I was going to do some investigation for scaling up the servers in other regions. I went through a lot of possible alternatives. I was not able to find anything that was like, oh, this you can set this up without minimal risk. The only solution I had was I would have to rebuild the entire application and host it in South Africa, But the problem is that our database is hosted in California, so there would still be latency when communicating in a server in South Africa and in California. The only way that we'd be able to do it is if we also had a database mirror deployed in South Africa, which is not ideal, honestly, just because of price right now. We'd be paying literally double to have an identical database set up in another location. And the database is like the most expensive part of our infrastructure. So moved on from that. Went on to investigating some Sentry stuff. I got a couple queries fixed in particular with check-ins, but Danny, I told you this kind of yesterday, kind of think about is we have some queries that are dependent on the number of friends and follow people you follow in the app. And that's cool. It's cool because a lot of people, follow maybe 100, 200 people if they're really social. But there are people in the app who follow 35,000 people, and that is not a mistake. So these people who follow this amount of people are going to have issues when calling queries that are heavily dependent on who you're following, because now instead of having 100 records to consider, it has 35,000 records it needs to consider. So I wanted to open it up for discussion, at least start the discussion on, are we what are we going to do with this? What is the vision that we have for how many people you can follow, especially with how knowing what happens when it scales out to that number?
Well, I don't know that we'd considered it deeply because when we built out followers and following, I think we were thinking in terms of, people on Instagram have hundreds of millions of followers.
It's not a problem if somebody has a lot of followers. It's a problem when somebody is following a lot of people.
Yeah, well, that's because of how our queries are set up, right?
Right, because we look at the individual. We don't really care too much about who's following you, but we do give weight to who you're following.
I would imagine Instagram's the same way, right? Like they probably give weight to who you're following when they display your feed.
Instagram, I'm looking actually Instagram, what does it say? You can, okay, I'm looking at Instagram. You can only follow 7,500 people on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah. Now, like Twitter, for example, Twitter is a different case. For example, John Cena is known for following everybody. John Cena follows me on Twitter, but John Cena is also following a million other people on Twitter. So that's how Twitter does it. I mean, I think their post structure probably just isn't that dependent on who you're following. Maybe their algorithm does some pre-processing, but like meta properties, so Facebook and Instagram actually filter how many people you can follow.
Right. And I assume how many followers does Michael Vargas follows 35,000 people?
Let me double check, but like, yeah.
Yeah, double check that. Seems like a lot. I mean, one thing that doesn't add up is isn't he the guy that messaged you and said like you're one of the only people I'm following that isn't following me back?
Yeah, but I think he has a big list. I don't know if that was like, let me see. Circle of follow. No, he's absolutely following 35,000 people.
How do you follow 35,000 people? That's insane.
I mean, I tell you exactly what you do, Todd. You go on the leaderboard, you find all the users, and you make sure you're following everybody on the leaderboard.
Is that right?
Then you'll get everybody that ever comes into the app. I watched people do this in their session replays.
That makes way more sense.
Because yeah, I was wondering, was like, what do they do? They go on the leaderboard and they follow everybody on the leaderboard.
You can only get to like 40 people at a time, right?
On the leaderboard?
Yeah.
I think it scrolls. Let me see.
It bottomed out. I think they're taking a different approach. I mean, you've seen it on session replay, so that's, but I think they just probably type in the letter A searching people and then go down and follow everyone that has the name.
Yeah. I want to see 40 people here. There's, but yeah, I've seen they. Oh, you. That's another thing. They go to Circles Buddy, and they see who Circles Buddy is following, or who's following Circles Buddy.
That makes some sense.
Mhm.
So, I mean, this is something I understand why they're not doing it to be malicious, but other social networks do put caps on this kind of stuff. And the way I want to kind of present it is Circles is not meant for you to follow a bajillion people. I feel like it's more meant for you to follow people who you have more closer connections with. And even if we limit it to a number like 10,000, how many people will ever get close to that goal? Let me just find a.
Yeah, what's the second number there? Who's
Oh,
the
I know who. I have a good idea who they are. Let's see. We have the top 5 are 37,813. Who the heck is that? That's not even Michael. Sharon Hill. Sharon
Okay,
Hill
yeah.
following 37,000 people.
Yeah.
And then
Go ahead.
we have, let's see, Corey follows 36,294. And we have Michael 34,762. And then
Are these all investors by chance?
Mhm.
and then
go ahead, Jerry. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
oh sorry. And then after 34,000 it drops off to 10,000.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, even though it sounds insane to follow that many people, I think like especially someone like Michael Vargas and even Sharon Hill, they're really pushing a lot to get other users active in the app, trying to follow everybody, and they are genuinely trying to create as much activity as they can.
For sure.
So yeah, like you said, it's nothing malicious, of course. It sounds insane, but they're very determined, to help.
I'm with
So
too.
nonetheless, it's
yeah.
potential problems.
It's like, okay, well, if the app is slow for Michael Vargas, I know why.
Right.
And it's not much I can do without cutting more corners. Because yeah, Facebook doesn't even allow you to follow. I think Facebook's limit is 5,000. They used to be like national. Remember, it was like National Unfriend Somebody Day, and like the celebrities, you'd be like, okay, who's my new friend? But yeah, if you go to, let's say the limit at 1,000, there are 43 people who follow over 1,000 users.
How many follow more than 5,000?
18.
Not very many. Well, and does this cause problem other than slowing down the app for the users who are doing it? What other problems could it cause?
No, it's mostly for the users that are doing the following.
Okay, so it's not like expensive on our system at all. It doesn't slow down.
No, it isn't. my only catch is that I almost feel like we should maybe have some kind of throttling, because I know we've had people come into the app with not good intentions and they go and they follow a bunch of people and follow that same behavior. I'm almost thinking, what if we set like a throttle on following for people who aren't verified? Because all our investors should be verified. Or let me see.
Or we make it so you can only follow X amount of people in a day because
What's that X? Because like the big three, they're all big four, they're all verified.
yeah, you'd still, even if it was 100, you could still follow 36,000 people in a year.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting over 100 people a day in the app, 100 new users. So like, even if you set the limit to 100, you can get everybody that joins the app that day.
Right. Okay. I'm not really sure what we should do about this problem. I mean, I wonder if the app is running slow for Michael Vargas. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I was doing sentry hunting and I was like, well, why is this sentry query so like, why is it slow? Why is it having some kind of consistency? And then sentry tells you, oh, well, it's this user that's encountering it. And it's always a query that has to do with people you're following.
Interesting.
So go to, I'll show you an example. Just go on Michael Vargas's profile and look at who he's following and try to scroll through that list. It will take some time to load. But if you go through his friends or his followers, it's not as slow.
Oh, his following list popped up right away for me.
Okay, you want to scroll and try and paginate?
Yeah, I'm paginating.
That's more of it is more of a flat query, the followers. There's not extra logic behind it. But when you do extra logic, like people you're following, and then you pull in the check-ins of the people you're following, that's when it starts to get a little messy.
Sure. Well, let's move on. Let's move through stand up and circle back to this problem.
Yeah, not a big thing. I'm working on this thing so we can target certain platforms, and it'll be extra data that we can have and see exactly. It'll help with tracking like invites and stuff too, that I can see users like if they're on Android or iOS. We'll have it more in the database level where I can query that.
Okay.
And I'll follow back up with Chantel, but I helped her set up a campaign yesterday as well for the tracking conversions. So hopefully our Facebook ads will get a lot more drilled in once that's set up.
Okay, great.
Yep. That's all from my end for now.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. Ismail.
So yeah, yesterday we just kind of were working on the build 95, getting it all set up. Did you get a chance to push it by the way, or not yet on Android?
Yeah, it's been pushed.
Okay. Do we have any successful onboards?
I haven't looked yet.
Yeah.
You know that
Replays.
24.62% of our user base, our install base, managed to get onto 92.
Hmm.
I was wondering if we should maybe send them a text and have them update again.
I mean, they probably updated manually for them. I don't think they.
Like automatically, you mean?
You probably, if that high of a number is already updated. I would assume.
Yeah.
Um, But okay, I'm trying to see if I can find any replays here that are related to 95. Okay, we have a 195 here. And oh, they're onboarding. Okay. Okay, well, they're onboarding. It looks like they stopped the session replay on for them getting the code. Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna keep an eye out for 95 to see if, how that's going so far. Looks like we have a user here. Let me see what they're using. 95, yes. Okay, so it looks like we have an existing user who successfully got into 95. He just loaded the app. It seems like they're in. I don't know if they're existing or not, but that's good. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep an eye out on the session replays for that. That being said, I also was working on the freeze screen. So I'm almost done with that. Here, I can kind of also display real quick where I am with all this. Let's see, share my screen. Give me a second. Have I been talking on mute this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure have.
you go. I mean, I blame you guys. You guys see me moving the mouse and explaining, and you don't hear anything. I'm like, why is nobody answering me?
I switched over to look at session replay on, and I was searching by the new build.
Okay, man, I've been going off. Okay, well, again, this is the new streak screen. You guys heard nothing, right? I just saw from.
Yeah, nothing. I heard you say you were working on it.
Okay. So yeah, so this is basically the new streak screen, and it's gonna. Exit. I don't know if I'm gonna make this scrollable or not. And at the moment, we don't have any of the calendars or any of the other items in Figma, which it was on purpose because we want to have this first, and then we want to. I guess there's more discussion still being held about whether we want to add the other items because they're maybe a little bit outdated. But yeah, by clicking on this, you can purchase, as of right now, the freeze or well, I guess, sorry, I'm still working on this. I just need to change the name of this to repair.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be repair streak and freeze streak. And these are the prices for each one. And I was saying, there's an Android 24 we're running, or 23 we're running right now. And I was asking, I mean, do you remember what it was called? Like we're running a certain like SDK or a number related to Android. If you do you remember the name of it? I mean, something 23 for Android.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like a certain SDK or Android or something related to Android. It's
SDK
version
for what?
23.
Like SDK for what? Like
Not the SDK. So basically, when I was trying to create this to add the library for purchases, it required us to bump something in Android from 23 to 24. I'll look up the name. I forgot what it was, but we basically I had to bump something from 23 to 24. Now I just did it on my local build, but obviously if we're gonna try to build this on GitHub, it won't work. You have to like configure it properly.
but like where did you did that bump? Like which file?
Let me see. The only annoying thing is that my GitHub doesn't track it
Yeah. Like do you
because
remember which file? Like what did you bump? Like
yeah, I'm trying to get that because I honestly I don't know much about native Android, so I had Claude do it, but let me see what it was called. I
well
just
yeah,
remember it was
go
23
back
and we
to
went to
your
24.
quad history chat history and go
Yeah.
through this just changes.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to find it. Let me see here. But yeah, that's one thing I just need to make sure we configure properly because obviously we can't just bump it from our local because it'll fail in GitHub.
Well, once you find it, you can have it. Just tell Claude that we're using Expo and we need this to be added from the app JSON, and Claude will figure it out.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. So but I was asking, was that related to the thing, Danny, that you had the warning you had for Android? They were telling you something about
The warning I had was about 16 kilobyte. Let's see.
oh, maybe it's not the same thing then.
It's we recently told you your app does not support the 16 KB memory page sizes. You have until May 31st, 2026 to fix this issue and to continue
Okay.
your app. And that deadline was originally November 1st, and I filed for an extension. They approved it.
Okay, but yeah, so basically, right now, so the last steps are basically I just need to get that um, bump in from 23 to 24 to happen on the JSON level or in the JSON config, not on the local. And I'm also gonna try to rebuild it to make sure it works. And this is for Android. And yeah, after that, you need to get that build out to Jerry because we also need the permissions for that as well. And that also probably has to be configured on the app.json level. So yeah, after I get those two done, then the screen would be ready for testing. Well, Jerry would probably have to add these like freeze and repair to
Yes.
Android's Play Store, but he does need the build first.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, then that and then after you add those, if I set it up technically right, it should just work. So I don't have to create another build, right, Jerry?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And that being said, so I'm gonna finish this up today and keep track on 95 to see if it's behaving the way we'd expect it. Yeah, that's pretty much my update.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ismail. Amin.
Yeah. So for me, after the stand lab, I started working on the issue. Amit sent me. Um, yeah, the issue was like about like profile, some profiles when they're about to be visited, they have like an undefined profile ID, which should not be. It took me a while to find out where that exactly happening because like we call that profile query from other places, not just only when a user wants to visit a profile. But that Sentry issue was a backend, so it doesn't have a lot of things to tell where I should be looking at. It just tells me like, yeah, this query it's not returning anything. But yeah, later I tried to track that user with the user ID from Sentry. It didn't find any trace for that user in Sentry. But Amplitude, there was some traces in Amplitude, and from looking to the events, I was able to see like what the user was doing, and it seems like he got like a notification, and when he pressed on it, that notification should take you to the profile, but that profile was just like a black screen. So I was able to produce it. Um, I'm afraid it's more like um the deep link we send in to this user to the notification is broken because we're expecting something and it's not there. So yeah, I'm not sure about it, but like now I know what was going on with it. Um yeah, and also just like keeps working on the new architecture, like John sent me some issue. One is like the about the navigation. Like if you are in start convo, the transition is not behaving as we have right now with the new architecture. It has a different behavior. I'm looking into that right now to fix it. Yeah, that was all for me.
I'm back and I was listening in, but I had a couple questions. I mean, you were saying something wrong with a deep link, but which deep link are we talking about?
It's let me tell you exactly what it has. The notification says just favorited the word on fire. So it's like a notification when you I'm not sure if the user just says favorite or a friend of the user favorite something
What is
and
the
you react.
notification thing?
The notification says just favorited
Uh-huh.
the word on fire show. And
Okay,
yeah,
so like it would be like just favorited and you replace the name of a show, right?
yep,
Okay, so the name of the show can vary.
yes, yes. I think this notification is being triggered when a friend of you favorited like something.
What happens if they favorite a movie?
Well, for now it's just a podcast. I didn't like see. We'll have to test all the different sets. We have to test those notifications to see if it's causing the same issue.
Right, because I'm thinking it might be a problem with all of the entertainment related favorites. Is that possible?
Yeah, could be, but I still didn't get to the bottom of it to know is it like the deep link that we're getting from the back end or the front end is not handle it properly.
Okay.
Also, like why I'm thinking it's the deep link that's we can come from the back end because this deep link has some information that we're not like listening for. For example, like there's something called reaction type. Um, I think this is in it was added new, but the front end it's not expecting it. It
Mm.
might break how we interfere the deep link to get the profile ID because something new was added.
Do you want to ask Amit about that? Mm.
Yeah,
I'm listening. I'm listening. I will check it. I will check this notification then. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Let me. Do you have access to Amplitude?
send it to me. Can you please send me link?
Yeah, I'll send you. Okay.
Yeah, I will check this one then.
So the
Every
format of that
notification.
link may be not expected by the front end, you're saying?
Yeah, like
I will
there's
check.
this
I will
new
check.
thing called reaction type, like,
Mm.
and we're not listening for it. And
Mm.
also like favorite key. This could like interfere how we do the parsing to get the key, the profile key from the link.
Yeah. Okay. Did you hear that, Amit?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Um, okay. So yeah, look into that. And then I had a question. I mean, the lists in the new architecture,
Mhm.
the scrollable list. they're still pretty jumpy. Like, and I don't remember. I don't remember if we expected that because of session replay.
The jump on the list.
Just scrolling like jittery. Like
Mm.
it's not smooth still, but I think
Yeah, that's because of the session replay. It's like
okay,
we
yeah.
revisit that every like so.
Yeah. And anything new, like as far as iOS and session replay, like, because remember the experimental thing made the list smooth, but then we couldn't see anything.
Yeah, let me check now to see if it has it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I doubt.
Okay.
Let me see.
It's really jumpy. Jerry, I'm in QA and the Discover feed has like 5 items. Is that to be expected?
Yeah, that's because we go by people that are like actually in the app recently, and we pull. Yeah, that's usually expected.
Okay. Okay. I hope we can use their updated experimental thing because it did smooth it out, but then we lost visibility is the only problem. It was kind of a big problem. And then which one of you, Ismail, I think you worked on the flame streak where it wasn't clickable. Did you work on that yet? Because the creator badge was interfering.
Yeah, I fixed that.
You did? Okay, cool.
I don't see anything like from their change logs.
Mm.
That's like where they're documenting the changes they did. I don't. Yeah, there's some changes related to the session replay,
Hmm.
but not related to iOS.
But there
So,
are updates.
and I think let me verify which version I am on the new architecture.
Hmm.
Yeah, we are on the we are just one version behind in the latest architecture we're doing. We're
Yeah.
just one version behind,
What
and the
about
latest.
any updates to that experimental component?
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see anything related to that.
Not even like a minor like update to it. It's like exactly the same as it's been.
Yeah, I'm doing a search
Mhm.
with that with that experimental thinking. Nothing pops up. Like I don't see it. Maybe it's something. Maybe there is, but it's hidden because it's still experimental. They don't want to talk about it. I had to dig more.
Mhm.
Even like that one, it's not documented. Like that
Okay.
experimental, it's not.
Uh,
It's only in the source code. You're
okay.
gonna find it if you're gonna go through the source code. Then you find it.
Okay. Do me a favor whenever you get a chance later on, send them another message and just ask them if there are any updates because session replay is making our list scroll jittery. However, the that experimental thing that smoothed it. However, it also made all the session replays black screen. So I want to keep it on their radar. They did seem engaging and helpful. So if we keep it in front of them, maybe they'll put some resources in it.
Yeah, like I felt like we did the meeting with them, like they did that reply, like they get back on us on the issues we talked about it.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just like yeah, one of it was like we would need the code of a sample app for 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 example, just one screen with the UI needed, where you can reliably reproduce the performance problem of scrolling. With that, we can try to pinpoint the root cause of the performance issue to resolve it.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Are
but
we
yeah, it's tricky to get them a reproducible example.
Well, I mean, any feed like messages or Discover or any even the message lobby.
So, okay, so are you okay with the idea? I'm gonna just like do like a playground app that's gonna have our home feed, right?
Yeah.
With our components and everything, we can send it to
Yeah.
them.
I mean, you're not sending the whole entire front end code base over, right?
No, it's not gonna be the entire, but I will say like 30%, something like that.
Hmm.
It's like that feed, it uses a lot of components that are being shared, and that shared by that, and that shared by that, and that used by that, and that used by
What about the message lobby?
the message lobby too. It has problems.
Every list
Every list.
that scrolls. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think the message lobby it's
It's isolated, right? You can keep
yeah,
it.
it's isolated a little bit. Yeah,
Oh, well, yeah, let's do that right away.
yeah, but okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll send. Well, yeah, I'll find a way to send like I'll have to do a test flight for it for you so you can test it
Okay.
and tell me if you still see the issue. Then we confirm like we still see it with this playground. Then I'll send them the email with this reproducible.
Okay, that sounds good. So yeah, you'll do the session replay version. And you might as well go to the newer version, because that's gonna be first thing they ask is like, have you updated? So
Yeah. So, okay, you want me to do that with the old architecture or new architecture or both? If
might as
that
well go with the new one.
the new architecture, okay.
Yeah, let's go with our new because that's where we're heading. So let's do the new
Mhm.
architecture, the latest version of the century, and yeah, and I'll test it.
All right. Mm, do that.
Cool. Um, great. I would love if they solve it. So let me think about this for a second. The problem we're having is we have two problems. The older version of Sentry is this stuttering scrolling, but I can see session replays on iOS.
Mm-hmm.
Flip side of that is when we update and use the new architecture and their experimental thingy, the jitteriness goes away, but I can't see on iOS. So what would help them? Which one? What are we trying to show them? Or are they going to just apply their? Can they can they even apply different versions of Sentry to our
Yeah, they can.
playground?
Yeah, I'll send them the source, like this playground source code, so they're gonna have it. They're gonna play it on their environment,
Oh,
so they're gonna be having access to everything.
okay, so they can apply different versions themselves.
Yeah. They're gonna be having the source code of this playground,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like doing a new explanation of the issue, so
Okay.
just so let them know about everything that we tried, so maybe it helped them to direct them to the
Okay.
code.
So the second part of this then, am I verifying that it's still a black screen when I try and re-watch the replay, or am I verifying that it's jittery with?
We're gonna verify if it's jittery because we fixed the jitteriness, but we lost the session replay.
Yeah.
So what we want the session replay, but the jittery fixed.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send them a version where the session replay is on there, but there's a jitteriness. That's
Okay.
what we need to fix.
Okay. Because you can turn on and off that experimental thingy.
Yeah, and they too can.
Okay.
They have the source code. They can like, and they're experts in the source code. So maybe there's more stuff they can turn on and off that we're not aware of. But they
Okay.
are.
So we'll be in the latest updated version of their library, and then what we'll leave the experimental thing off and let them know that when it's on, it works, but we don't see anything. Like the scrolling is smooth, but we don't see anything. So
Yep.
then they can play with it from there. Okay.
Um.
Right.
No. We're gonna send them a version where we see everything in the session replay, but there is a jitteriness.
Okay. Yeah, and we can let them know that the jitteriness goes away with if we act
Yeah.
okay, the experiment. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just let me know whenever I can test
Okay.
it.
All
I
right.
can- Okay. Were you looking into something else? Yeah.
No, I was just like on the new architecture. With the issues they sent me yesterday.
Okay. So was that it then? Any other things you want to add?
No, that's
Okay.
all.
Okay. Sounds like we covered pretty much everything. I know Amit's looking into something. Amit, you're looking into that link. Any information to share?
I'm checking it still, John. So I'm reproducing it. It will take time. So I will work on it.
Okay. Okay. Ismail, were you taking a look at some more session replays to see if 95's working all right?
Yeah, I'm looking at them now. The only problem is everybody who's on 95 seems to be um new onboards,
Right. Yeah, it
which
won't update
that's
till
all working fine. But
we
uh,
could tell some people. Danny, do you want to reach out to anybody that had already mentioned issues with 92 and tell them they can update live now? I mean, we could
or
just
even better if we have people in also 80, 89 gonna
that's
upgrade.
true. Why don't we just drop it in the investor chat, Danny,
Okay.
and just tell people that there was a problem with Android?
I mean, there's a lot of onboards, which is good that I'm seeing, but yeah,
Right.
none of them are returning users, so I can't. Or I don't know are these people returning users or are
You
they
can
new
tell
onboards?
you can tell by their user ID if it's
But
like
yeah,
close to 70,000, like they're new. If they're
um,
like a lot less than that, 40,000s, they're older users.
yeah,
If you go to tags,
yeah. I see these already.
mhm.
Oh, this one's a unique scenario. Okay.
What do you have there?
Let me start with Sean.
Um,
Cousins.
Okay.
oh, somebody has a user ID of like letters and numbers, but I think he has no internet connection.
Oh, if it's a long string, that's just because we didn't pick up. Center didn't pick up the user ID.
Yeah,
It's getting the amplitude ID.
but yeah, a lot of these are. Um, oh wow. So I saw a user who's running build 2.2.55.
So we just want him to go update live and make sure it doesn't like log them out or anything. It just updates the app and works, right?
Yeah.
Most of these people probably completed onboarding already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we probably need to find people on 89 and have them update to 95.
Yeah. I mean, if you drop it in investor chat, you're going to get a mix of everything.
Okay.
The good thing is we kind of called it. Like you could address that. Like you say, like sure enough, there was a problem with Android because we said we're holding back on Android for a
Right.
couple days. Remember?
Yeah.
So we know what we're doing, and sure enough, there was a problem, and we're quick on the fix. Okay. Well, I can get back to you on that, Ismail. We can let you know what we're hearing.
Hey, I think I got a hit. I see 808, 805, and
Mm.
it looks like
That could be Chantel.
it's a returning user and they're on 95. Let me see if I can get more.
Okay.
to look at their user key. But yeah, obviously we still want those investors to possible to hmm. But wait a second, this 805 was on 92 before that, so that wouldn't be much help.
Well, it's
Um,
something because we were concerned about that potentially.
Yeah. I
There's-
guess.
There's many cases that could go wrong. So if it doesn't go wrong, that's a win.
Yeah. No. Well, this user going from 92. Let me see. A very active user too. 805. Yeah. It looks like. Is this one of? Let's
It's
see.
gonna be from early on. Like,
Maybe it's one of us, the testers, or something.
yeah, is that Todd's phone? Which we
Maybe.
with Todd's.
Yeah, probably because it ends with 7310.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's me.
that's Todd.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm just going to
So-
say hi, everyone. Sure enough, there was a problem with version 2.2.92 on Android. This morning, we released an even newer version, 2.2.95. If you're on Android, please go to the Play Store to update and let us know how things are working for you.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. Well, did you want to discuss it any more, Ismail, or we can give you more feedback as we get it today?
So honestly, I just need more system replays. Just need to make sure users are getting it properly. Is all.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get people updating today and let you know.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, in that case, Amit, just yeah, keep me posted, keep me posted when you get information, and I think we can break for today.
Sure, John.
Very good. All right. Well,
Thanks, sir.
we're going well. Looking forward to getting this new architecture rolled out. I'll keep playing with it. Yeah, I mean, let me know when I can test the Sentry thing too, and we'll go from there.
Oh, sure.
All right, guys. Thanks. Have a good day, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Good.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. See you guys.